I need to find a way to put a D&D on that door. Anyway, I'm literally making a video literally after the one I made yesterday. So I'm back. I did a slight bit of prep like I said I would in the last video. Not too much, just some notes to keep me on track. But some people on Instagram were curious about just the identity side of becoming a coach. So I wanted to get that out to you guys. Different platform, but I can actually dive into it more on YouTube. So as far as the importance of being an online coach, and I got my notebook here, so that's why I'm looking back and forth. It's easy to start. It's easy to become a fitness coach. It's harder to stick with it for a consistent period of time. But what's actually required isn't even just that. You have to consistently reevaluate and level up yourself within your self-improvement and the business. And the best jump starter that you can have to that, support you can have for that, is having a strong identity. Now, Alex Hormozi, he doesn't like the whole crazy morning routine or affirmation side of things. He very much focuses on, okay, everything comes down to behaviors. If you want to be charismatic, you don't shout it in the mirror. You understand that they smile when people walk in the room. They do 4 more behaviors, and that's how you become charismatic. You just do the behaviors. But let's look at kind of where he comes from with that. Yes, he started off well off, but then he went across country, put himself in a position where he kind of needed to make money to survive. Bro needed this. So his growth was dependent on the foundation of execution rather than identity. Within the 3 pillars of your personal development, you have identity, execution, and environment. Now, the base to your development are going to either be identity or execution. And execution is usually only the foundation when you're in a dire situation. So you don't have time to, I need to be this person, I need to develop this identity. And you don't need to do it because your environment is forcing you to do so. But what happens if you're in a position where, hold on, Justin's calling me. I'll hit him up later. You're in a position where you don't have a dire situation. Are you cooked? Are you screwed? Is it over? No. But does that mean you run to a mirror and start shouting affirmations of I'm charismatic? No. What it takes is you reminding yourself of who you're meant to be, that identity, that future identity that you take and bring to the present. Because yeah, it's pretending, but what does that even mean? Pretend, before, tend to nurture. You're pre-nurturing who you're already going to become, so you might as well. And then you take actions that support that belief, and you create a feedback loop. And then you, with your own mind, create a figurative bear chasing you, devil on your heels, of why you need to succeed, because otherwise there will be consequences. Alex Hormozi, he actually had the devil on his heels. If you don't, it doesn't mean you're cooked. It means you make your situation make you feel like there is, and start bringing that future you into the present, and then use your actions to create a feedback loop that allows you to confirm, oh no, that is who I am, which trains your brain to believe it and you to actually become that person, because that's what this is about. You have to become the person that does the thing. Alex focuses on just doing the thing because that's what he came up off of. So it's kind of like, I'd make it akin to kind of like driving a car. If the environment is the car, that's going to decide how fast can you actually go, how well can you take turns. I know Dominic Torero says, it's about the man driving the car, but we all know, if you're driving a different car, different things are going to happen. You're going to either go faster, you're going to have better handles, the car changes things. So that's your environment. Then your execution is just how you drive it. There you go, Don Toretto. How you actually drive the car. How good are you at taking sharp turns? How good are you at managing brake versus gas? If you're driving a stick shift, how great are you at driving a freaking stick shift? Do you know how to drive it? What you actually do, but your identity is starting the car. And then maybe further down the line, adding nitro. Alex was okay, we need to get this done. I don't need the identity to start the car. If I don't start driving and moving, I'm screwed. So he just, through pure force and will, did things he'd never done before, tons of them within a very short amount of time, because he just had to within his environment outside of the car analogy. But within the car analogy, it's like, if you don't have a dire situation, you have to find a way to actually start, have an initiation. And that's by confirming, okay, identity, then you confirm it with action, boom, you've started the car. Now you're moving. You find yourself plateauing or in a situation where it's like, I don't know, or I don't feel like it. That's when you go back to the identity, see how you've confirmed it in the past, and use that as reason to keep going and do the hard thing. You've added nitro. You're moving faster now. So the whole identity and affirmation space, be careful with it. They're good things, they're bad things, but the purpose it should be used for is not to replace what you actually do, obviously, but that doesn't make it useless. It's about creating a feedback loop so that you can genuinely become who you're meant to become by drawing that person back from the future and creating that feedback loop. Just wanted to explain that to you guys. That's one of the biggest things that's just helped me become a different person throughout this journey so far, and is going to help me do it continued moving forward. I am not who I was 100%, and that's due to me creating that feedback loop. And I'm sure I'm definitely not the only one. No, I'm not. I really am not. So I'm going to bring that to you guys. I suggest you do the same. It helps, it works, and it's the reason that I'm able to put in amounts of work that past me just a few months ago would be like, I wish I could do that. That would be kind of cool if I was the kind of guy who could do that, but dang. So with that, get to work. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.